Test, test.
Test, test.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are here for our second installment of Atwater Baseball through Play on Sports. I'm here with my partner, Robert Buckley. How you doing, Rob?
I'm doing good today. Looking forward to this game against Golden Valley.
Yeah, Golden Valley travels up Highway 99 to meet with the Falcons for a two-game set. This is the first game of two on a Wednesday afternoon. Really nice temperature here we got going on. A little cloudy, but I think it's ripe for a baseball game.
It is, and both teams looking for their first league victory.
Very nice, very nice. Both teams looking for that first league victory. The Cougars start off at 0-2 with a rough series against Pittman last week, and the Falcons coming in 0-2 as well with a rough 2 losses against the Bears from Merced. We'll start with the lineups today for the visiting Golden Valley Cougars, coached by Scott Solis. Batting first for the Cougars in right field, Grant Borba. Batting second, the DH, David Vidari. Batting third, JT Edmonds will be playing third base. In the cleanup spots, Spencer Vieira will be behind the dish. Ridge Bertuccio bats fifth and plays center. Damian Jimenez is in left field and he will bat sixth. Ben Fletcher bats seventh and he is at first base. Jared Cortez bats eighth at second base, and Tanner Browning rounds out the lineup batting ninth. He is at shortstop. On the mound for the Cougars today, Alec McCauley. And you have a couple stats for Alec there, Robert?
Yes, just one moment, please. And Alec McCauley, a senior, number 11, has a 2.14 ERA, 2 wins, 1 loss, but he's made 6 appearances, which means Golden Valley can rely on him, and 19 innings pitched.
All right, excellent. For the Falcons today, we have Tyler Zeller on the mound. But we'll first get to the lineup. We have Isaac Hurtado leading off, playing center field. Tyler Zeller will bat second, playing pitcher. Dalton Beatty. My last broadcast, I mistakenly identified him as Colton, his older brother, so I apologize to Dalton for that one. I got him right on there this time. Dalton Beatty will bat third, and he plays shortstop. Ricky Mena, probably the Falcons' hottest hitter, will bat cleanup and play second base. Bear Vasquez bats fifth at first base. Brandon Curiel in the sixth hole at third base. Victor Tiscarino is the designated hitter. He will bat seventh in place of Zach Harbrick, who is out in right field. Matt Parker will be the catcher. He bats eighth. And Ryan Sanchez will bat ninth, and he is in left field. You have a couple stats there for Mr. Zeller this afternoon.
Tyler Zeller, senior, number 14, comes in today with a 1.34 ERA. He has 2 wins and no losses on the season, coming in with 3 appearances. 2 of those are games he started, with 1 complete game and 15 2/3 innings pitched on the season.
Excellent. So we're going to throw it over to our camera operators. The teams are about ready to take the field. Let you listen to some sights and sounds of the game. The stands are filling in slightly, but we expect a bigger crowd as the game rolls along here.
Commercial break. If that's not streaming, where's it going? Looking cool if get 1,000 viewers and there's some ad space up there during those videos.
We are just about ready to get started here at Atwater Memorial Ballpark for our CCC matchup between Atwater Falcons and the Golden Valley Cougars. The Cougars, the visiting team, will bat first, and we are about ready to get started. Once again, my name is David Svensson here with my partner, Robert Buckley. How you doing today, Buck?
Doing good.
All right,
look back at Falcon Field.
Absolutely. Robert, a former Atwater baseball star, looking forward to commentating today with Mr. Buckley.
Up to bat here, number 9, Grant Borba. He looks at a first pitch strike to start the game off. Ball. A little high there for a 1-1 count. A line drive out to left field. Drops right in front of Ryan Sanchez out in left field for a base hit.
Looking at the Cougars lineup, the top 3 or 4 hitters, Rob, are really the table setters for Golden Valley. Grant Borba coming in at 358, and David Vidari right behind him coming in at 333. So it looks like first couple guys are swinging the sticks pretty well here for Golden Valley.
Foul ball straight back into the net for a first pitch strike on David Vidara. And David is DHing today for Alec McCauley, who is pitching. Pickoff attempt to first base. Grant Borba gets back safely. Zeller comes set with an 0-1 count. Short pop fly to shallow right field. And it drops in. And the triangle between first, second, and right field for a base hit.
Tough little seeing eye fly ball there, right out of the outstretched arms of Bear. Vasquez over there at first base gave it his best shot, but just a little out of the reach. Falcons here going through a little bit of trouble in the first 2 batters. Parker out to talk to Zeller, try to calm him down a little bit. See what the Falcons can do here.
As you said,
the first
Grant
2 guys
and David.
on. Go ahead, sorry.
Grant and David are very good at setting the table for the heart of the Golden Valley lineup.
Yeah, up next we have JT Edmonds, hottest Golden Valley hitter at 400.
First pitch strike in.
Zeller sure has been able to get that first pitch over for a strike. I believe that's 3 of 3 batters in this first inning, starting the hitters off 0-1 count.
Low ball, so 1-1 count here for JT Edmonds. As you said, starting off hot at 400, there is no thought of a first and second bunt here.
Absolutely not. He's got the green light.
Ground ball to short. Looking for the double play, but got the force out at second. This leaves runners at the corner with 1 out.
Very nice presence of mind there by Dalton to at least get one runner out there with the guy bearing down on Ricky, runner bearing down on Ricky at second base. Very nice to at least get 1 there for the Falcons. Still not out of the woods yet.
It was a slow hit ground ball. Not much hope for a double play on that one. So we have the cleanup hitter here with us, Spencer Vieira, number 22, looking to cash in with a runner on third base and only 1 out. Pickoff attempt to first base. Close, but JT got back.
We saw this against Merced. The Falcons will try to pick off first and try to draw that runner from third. Fly ball here in the middle of the infield.
Dalton Beatty calls off the third baseman and second baseman for the easy out. 2 outs now with runners on the corner.
Can of corn there. Can of corn for Dalton, if I can coin a An old expression there. Nice play by Dalton to record the second out of the inning.
Up to bat now is number 16, Ridge Bertuccio. This is the first left-handed batter Tyler Zeller will face today. Strike. Fourth batter in a row. We have a first pitch strike.
Zeller is coming in. I believe that fourth batter. Zeller's coming in very aggressive against these Golden Valley Cougars. Very aggressive here. It's just got to focus on the batter. Need one out left for the inning.
And chopping ground ball to first base, easily handled by Bear for the force out at first. The Falcons escape with no runs, 2 left on for Golden Valley.
Coming to the bottom half of the first, we will have the Falcons coming to bat first. Isaac Hurtado will lead off. Tyler Zeller bats second. And Dalton Beatty will bat third for the Falcons here in the middle and the bottom of the first inning.
That was Ridge. This is the best I got. I don't know.
All right, we're back here at Atwater Memorial Ballpark for our first look at Alec McCauley on the mound for the Cougars this afternoon. Again, he will face the top of the lineup for the Falcons, Isaac Hurtado, Tyler Zeller, and Dalton Beatty. I'm getting good at that, Dalton Beatty.
Colton has moved on and is playing at Cal State Stanislaus, where he received a scholarship for baseball. So.
Dalton is the third installment of the Beatty brothers that have come through Atwater baseball. All three very successful at the varsity level.
Brooks himself also played college ball at Merced College and then went on to Oswego State in New York.
Fantastic. Dalton sure is fun to watch, just like his older two brothers, Brooks and Colton.
McCauley with the first pitch of his day. A strike right across the belt.
McCauley, not too familiar with Alec, but sure seems to be a fireballer here, starting off with a first pitch strike.
And a push bunt from Isaac Hurtado. Stays just fair for a base hit.
Great bunt down the first base line. Got some wheels there for Mr. Hurtado, and he hustles it out. No chance for either Alec McCauley or the first baseman to handle that ground ball. Falcons starting out with a little small ball. Keep now Cougars off base.
Now up number 14, Tyler Zeller, looking to provide himself a cushion. And attempted bunt for a first pitch strike.
Falcons trying the small ball. I like it here. Trying a little bit of what was done to them the last two games against Merced. They sure didn't hit the ball very well, but were able to push some runs across. So Falcons trying a little small ball of their own.
Pickoff attempt. Isaac able to get back to the bag standing up.
And on that pickoff attempt, Zeller showed bunt, so it doesn't look like the Falcons are shying away from trying to manufacture some runs here, get some runners, move from station to station.
And that second bunt attempt was popped up, out of play. So now Tyler's dug himself into an 0-2 hole.
Cougar infield is right about straight away. Likewise for the outfielders, playing the Falcons straight away. Hurtado goes.
And a good throw from Spencer Vieira. Gets Isaac Hurtado at second base.
A little bit of a rally killer there for the Falcons. Looked like Hurtado might have stumbled coming off first base. Either that or got a late jump. I couldn't quite see, but sure was not a very close play at second base. I'm just got word the replay, our replay analyst did confirm that he did stumble there.
Also, give credit to Spencer Vieira. He does have a good arm there behind the dish for Golden Valley. And that is a strike 3 for Tyler Zeller as he strikes out.
Falcons 2 quick outs there.
Up to bat, number 8, Dalton Beatty.
Just got word that
First pitch ball against Dalton.
Just got word that we are live streaming. So welcome to all our fans out there watching for our first attempt at a live stream with Play on Sports.
Dalton watches a low and inside pitch for a strike. He sits at 1-1. And a line drive into left center. And that ball is down. Dalton rounding first into second base, standing up for a 2-out double. He put a nice stroke on that one.
That's what we like to see from Dalton there. Got right out in front of there, right in his wheelhouse. Put that in the left center gap, right out the outstretched arms of, who is out there in left field? Damian Jimenez. Out of both Damian and Ridge Bertucci there in center field made a good effort, but Dalton then standing with a 2-out double here.
First pitch ball for Ricky Minna, who is the cleanup hitter for the Falcons.
One of the first breaking balls that McCauley has displayed there. That was a good tight curveball, looked to be.
And Minna right on that fastball. Probably why he saw a first pitch breaking ball. This kid can hit the fastballs. That's
He is. Comes in with as the Falcons' hottest hitter. Ricky coming in at 370, 5 RBIs, 10 hits in 27 plate appearances. So
3 of those extra base hits.
So it's good. Yeah, definitely Falcons want to get some guys on in front of Ricky.
And outside for ball 2.
Ricky showing a lot of patience here. Wants that perfect pitch, something he can drive. See if he can plate Dalton from second base. Get the first run on the board.
And a 2-1 breaking pitch kept Ricky off balance there as he fouled it back.
Yeah, he seemed to be looking for a fastball there. Caught him off a little off balance there. Good pitch by McCauley.
So 2 strikes, 2 balls, and 2 outs. And another breaking ball as Ricky swings through it for strike 3. The Falcons left 1 man on base there.
Coming to the second, we will have for the Golden Valley Cougars, Jimenez, Fletcher, and Cortez. Zeller will be back on the mound to face the bottom half of the Cougars batting order. All right, we're back live here for the top of the second inning. Damian Jimenez will lead off for the Golden Valley Cougars.
Tyler's first pitch is low and in the dirt for ball one.
Bottom of, different from the top of the order, the Golden Valley bottom half of the order, not as productive offensively here.
Ball two for Zeller. Comes set. And strike one. We have a 2-1 count here. Zeller getting back in his groove. Every batter he faced last inning got a first pitch strike, so he can put them in there. Ground ball to shortstop. Nice hop to Dalton Beatty's glove and an easy throw over to first. 1 out.
Dalton played that ground ball perfectly. Sure did gobble up that ground ball for a nice, easy put out to first base.
Zeller coming back to the mound, facing number 21, Ben Fletcher. Ben swings through for a foul tip, strike one. He's playing the one bag for Golden Valley today.
First baseman, he's a junior. Ben Fletcher, also an outstanding basketball player for the Cougars. He was part of the starting 5. Cougars went undefeated in basketball this year and won the CCC championship.
And another strike in there for Tyler Zeller. If he can keep on throwing strikes like this and keeping the Atwater defense active, things will be looking very good for Atwater today.
Absolutely.
And a nice pitch by Zeller gets him out front for an easy put out by Dalton Beatty.
Dalton Beatty nice and active there at shortstop. Showing some nice fundamentals there on those ground balls, keeping his glove down, not letting the easy ground ball squirt through his legs and into left field for a base hit for the Cougars.
Up to bat now is number 8, Jared Cortez. And another first pitch strike for Tyler Zeller. Cortez swings through it as he was behind on that one. Zeller gets ready to deliver. And it looks like a change up there, and Cortez swings through it for strike 2. Zeller now in a very favorable position, 0-2.
Sure seems that as the inning goes along here and he records a few outs, he gets a little bit more confidence.
And a fly ball to left field. Sanchez right under it for the putout. 3 up, 3 down. Zeller seems to be finding his groove.
Absolutely, and for the Falcons coming up next inning, we will have Bear Vasquez, Brandon Curiel, and Victor Tiscarino, the designated hitter. All right, we are back here for the bottom of the second inning. Bear Vasquez will come to bat first. And unlike the Cougars lineup, the Falcons are seeing quite a bit of production from the bottom half of their lineup. Bear Vasquez comes in hitting .348, 6 RBIs, 3 extra base hits.
And a chopper back to the pitcher. He is having trouble handling it. And Bear will be able to reach first safely on what I assume would be a E1.
Yeah, got to be an error on the pitcher there. Macaulay looked to go after it with his glove first, but too slow of a ground ball there. Macaulay should have just tried to barehand it and would have had an easy put out with Vasquez at first base. But as it is, Bear will end up on first base with Brandon Curiel coming to bat.
Macaulay throws over in the dirt, but Ben Fletcher is able to scoop it out and keep Bear from advancing to second.
Falcons starting off this inning like they did the first, getting the first runner on.
And the bunt showing. He gets it down, barehanded by the third baseman, and a nice scoop there from Ben Fletcher. But the bunt has served its purpose, and Bear Vasquez has moved over to second, putting him in scoring position.
Great bunt there by Brandon. Got that bunt down the third baseline. Drew the third baseman in, and he was able to throw over to first for the easy put out. But like you said, Rob, the sacrifice did serve its purpose. Falcons have a runner on second base with one out.
And this is a good example. That's a ball in the dirt against Victor. Like you said, when you have a bottom of the lineup that hits well, you can afford to sacrifice bunt with the bottom of the lineup and count on them to cash in.
Absolutely. Yeah, Victor here, and we have Matt Parker on deck, and he's batting over 300. Couple of RBIs, 2 doubles. So seeing some production from the bottom half there.
And good discipline by Victor there. Lays off, attempting looking breaking ball. So he has a hitter's count here, 2-0. High fastball for a ball, 3-0.
Victor's got to be nice and picky here. Look to get the pitch that he wants. One spot, one speed.
And a strike. It looks like he was taken all the way there.
Hey, why not? You know, he hasn't thrown three straight pitches were balls. I like the patience and the discipline from Victor here to get the pitch he wants.
And ball 4. So Victor will get the free pass from a good AB, laying off some tough pitches there. Good plate discipline. And up to bat now will be number 44, catcher, Matt Parker.
Yeah, a little tough to tell. The umpire, a little bit of a delayed ball call there.
I couldn't tell if the point to first base was a strike or not, yes.
You'd think he had everybody guessing there for a couple extra seconds.
And pickoff attempt to second base. That ball sails to center field. Bear will slide in safely to third base. Victor also able to advance to second.
Camera guy was asleep there for a little bit. Got caught watching the play, but was able to catch the nice slide by Bear Vasquez into third base. Falcons here got to cash in.
Looks like how the Golden Valley hit their cutoff man there. They may have been able to get the back door at second base, catch Victor, but they threw through to third, and now the Falcons have 2 men in scoring position. And a high ball one. Macaulay having some trouble here with only 1 out.
Falcons got to cash in here with Parker at the plate. Ryan Sanchez on deck for the Falcons.
And it looks like Matt can hold up on his check swing for a strike.
That's nice of you billing out the umpire there. That looked to be a little bit of a high strike there.
Yes, the confusion. I think the batter asking for some help on that, but the umpire did in fact call it a strike on his own. Can't ask help for a call you've already made. And a ground ball through the 5-6 hole. That's going to score 1. And Victor gets held up at third base. So now the Falcons have men at the corners with 1 out. And the left fielder, Ryan Sanchez, batting.
Great piece of hitting there by Matt Parker. get that ground ball through the shortstop and third baseman for the first run for the Falcons in CCC play. That's quite a big run, get the monkey off the back. They were shut out in their first 2 games by Merced, so that's got to have the Falcon dugout feeling good.
And it looks like they're ready to tack on more here in a very good spot. Sanchez showing bunt.
Maybe a squeeze from Pimentel.
A safety squeeze for sure. Nonetheless, it puts some pressure on the pitcher. Having a little trouble finding the zone. And a hit and run, it looks like, as a runner was going. Sanchez gets it through the first base hole, scores a run, and the man on first advances to third base.
What a great piece of hitting there by Ryan Sanchez. The hit and run was on, but only the first base runner, Matt Parker, was running on the play. Who was that? Victor Tiscarino at third. He froze, but Parker was on the move, and Ryan Sanchez still able to get his bat on the ball, get that ball in play to not leave Parker out to dry as he was attempting to steal second base. Great piece of hitting there by Ryan. Falcons get their second run. Man, it's a run parade here for the Falcons.
And pickoff attempt back to first base. Sanchez gets back with plenty of time. And now, number 31, center fielder, Isaac Hurtado, top of the Falcon order. Showing bunt again. It's a strike. Sanchez easily makes it to second base.
Yeah, catcher bobbled that ball a little bit. Looked like it got him on the wrist.
Right,
that breaking ball got him on the wrist there.
Umpire's giving him some time to shake that one off.
But nevertheless, an easy stolen base for Ryan Sanchez. That's 2 stolen bases in the inning for the Falcons. Still threatening here with 1 out and runners on second and third.
They're giving him a little extra time. Looks like it shook him up a little more than we initially thought. The Falcon base runners are meeting with Coach Euchre.
Euchre, great addition to the Falcon coaching staff, was a standout baseball player for the rival Merced Bears. So got to think that last week's series against Merced was a little too personal for Greg. He's got his allegiance to the Falcons, though, absolutely. But I don't know. You know, that's got to be. He's got to be in a tough spot there. Looks like we're back to action.
And that looks like a balk, folks, because he made a move to first base. No one there. That's going to bring in Parker to score on the balk, and Sanchez a free ride over to third base.
Lack of concentration there from McCauley. Don't think he remembered that Sanchez had moved up to second base.
Hurtado looks at a breaking ball for strike 2.
Nice to see McCauley come back there with some focus and get that second strike over.
0-2 as he looks to put Hurtado away. The offering. And a high fastball. Hurtado not quite able to catch up. That's the second out of the inning.
Great pitch by McCauley there to come with the high fastball. It's got to be looking good from Hurtado out of his hand, but as he approaches the plate, that's up around his neck, around his eyeballs, and no chance for Hurtado to catch up to that one. Sun's coming out here. It's a great day.
Tyler Zeller, a flare into right field, but that will go foul for a first pitch strike. Sanchez on third base. Zeller looking to bring him home and extend the lead to 4 runs.
Yeah, Zeller looking to help himself out here, tack on another run. Falcons sure with the run parade here in the bottom of the second.
And ball in the dirt, but Zeller takes a swing and chops it foul, this time to the third base side. 0-2 count.
Looked to be teeing off there on the first hole with that golf swing. That was a good breaking pitch from McCauley. Ball ended up around his shoelaces. Zeller still able to make contact.
McCauley comes set, the offering. Fastball looked to be outside. McCauley does have all the cards in his hand with this AB, with the 1-2 advantage right now. And a hard-hit ground ball through the middle. That's going to bring home Sanchez for a base hit for Zeller. Now that was sharply hit.
McCauley think gave Zeller too many breaking balls to look at, and Tyler sat back on that breaking pitch and lined it up right back up the middle, right back where it came from. Nice piece of hitting there, driving the Falcons' 4th run of the inning.
Now we have shortstop Dalton Beatty up, and a quick pickoff attempt back to first base. Zeller gets back easily. Dalton Beatty had a double to left center at his last at-bat. And a hard line drive. The lefty pulls it, but the second baseman makes a leaping grab.
Great job for the Falcons there as they leave one runner on. Falcons, when it rains, it pours here for the Falcons. 4 runs in the inning. Nice to see the Falcons offense break out a little there. All right, back here for the top of the 3rd inning. Zeller out again on the mound for the Falcons, looking to manufacture a quick 3 outs, get the Falcon bats back up to the plate. But first he will be matched up against Tanner Browning here, the 3rd baseman for the Cougars.
Tanner is the 9 hitter. And back to the top of the order with Grant Borba and David Vidari, the designated hitter. Tanner swinging away with a high fly ball. Mena right under it for an out.
Can of corn there. Another can of corn for the Falcon infielders. Zeller making some nice pitches. Keep the Cougar hitters off base, off balance, and making it very easy for his infielders this afternoon.
Top of the order, again, Grant Borba. Had a base hit last time. And a breaking ball. Zeller looking to give him a different look. First pitch strike. Zeller comes set. The offering. Another breaking ball, and Borba wanted it. Didn't fully pull the trigger, but that will be strike 2. 0-2 count. And Zeller, very, very close there. Maybe a tad too low. Borba looks at that one go for a ball. 1-2 here. And Zeller, good breaking pitch, a little low, but for a 1-2 count, that's a great pitch there. Maybe get Borba fishing. He's had some very good 2-strike pitches here so far.
Perfect. Exactly what I was going to say, Rob, there. Tyler does have a few pitches to waste here.
And comes back with a strike on the 2-2 count. And Borba beats out the ground ball to third base. It looks like the third baseman there, Brandon Curry, was a little flat-footed. Maybe could have charged up a little more.
Yeah, seemed to sit back and let that ground ball come to him rather than attacking that. Get that on the nice big hop and get a nice throw over there to beat the runner. But as it sits, Borba with the wheels on to first base. Cougars looking to mount a rally here, get some momentum, and get on the board.
Like you said, wheels on board, but he is the leadoff man for a reason. He has good speed, so give credit where it's due. That was a good hustle play there. First pitch strike for Zeller. 1 out, 1 strike for David Vidara, who is DHing today for the Cougars pitcher. Borba gets back into first base safely. Thought about going to second base when the pickoff attempt went astray.
Zeller, I think he's throwing so well today. He's just got to focus on pounding the strike zone on these hitters. Don't worry about the runners here. He's got the Cougars hitters off balance.
And Borba took off. However, Zeller hit David in the back, and that will make it a dead ball. So Borba can slow down and jog into second base.
Maybe pounding the zone there was the wrong verb there. Zeller let that one get away from him and hit Borba right in the back. Makes it a little bit more of an uncomfortable inning for Zeller and the rest of the Falcon infielders. 2 runners on with 1 out.
Like the first inning, sorry there, Dave, the first 2 hitters of the Cougar lineup are able to safely get on.
Yeah, absolutely. They seem to be setting the table nicely for JT Edmonds and Spencer Vieira, hitting in the 3 and the 4 holes. Parker out to settle Tyler down here as that pitch went a little bit high and tight to JT Edmonds here.
The double play ball is set up for the Falcons, however, with a man on first and second. A ground ball here can get them out of the inning. Breaking ball for a strike. 1-1 count. Zeller looking back to the shortstop there, taking some signs.
I was just going to say the Cougar runners sure do have his attention.
And a ground ball to short. Dalton gets it. Quick throw to second. And the double play was completed. Great toss there. Dalton to Minna to Bear at first base.
Great play by the Falcons to kill that Cougar rally. Fantastic defense, man. Dalton Beatty sure is doing it all for the Falcons here early on in this matchup.
And the 6-4-3 will bring us to the bottom of the third, where we will have Ricky Minna, Bear Vasquez, and Brandon Curriel for the Falcons.
Guess who just got back today? Them wild-eyed boys that had been away. Haven't changed that much to say. But man, I still think them cats are crazy. They were asking if you were around, how you was, where you could be found.
Here we go. What do you do?
If you're just joining us, this is Robert Buckley here with David Svensson at Falcon Field.
Very nice. Yeah, we are here at Atwater Memorial Ballpark for our first installment of a live stream with Play on Sports. Falcons here come to bat. I'll let this first pitch go. As Minna hits a drive to left field.
A deep fly ball to left field, and that will be caught at the warning track.
Very close there. Jimenez able to track that down on the track. Minna sure is swinging the bat very well. Seeing that ball probably looks like a beach ball for Minna. Man, I thought he got that one.
Looked like the wind's blowing in a little bit from left field. That may have kept it from leaving the ballpark today. Bad luck on Minna's part.
Good point there. That flag is blowing in just a smidge.
First pitch ball for Bear Vasquez. McCauley trying to get back in the groove here after he gave up a 4 spot in the last inning. And a hard hit ground ball. The shortstop stays in front of it. And a throw to first base for the quick second out. Falcons are very aggressive and not afraid to swing away.
Yeah, they definitely are liking what they're seeing from Alec McCauley today. Falcon not wasting any time for first 2 hitters swinging on first or second pitches, attacking that zone and putting the ball in play, but the Cougars are making their defensive plays. So got to give credit there to the Cougar defenders for putting the outs away.
Up to bat next will be third baseman Brandon Curiel. This will be his first at bat, as his first plate appearance was a sacrifice bunt. Successfully started the Falcon rally.
That sure seems like a couple hours ago. That was a long bottom of the second inning for the Falcons. See if Curiel can start it again.
And a breaking ball, low. Curiel able to hold up on his swing there.
That breaking pitch sure does look nice, but as he gets to the plate, drops out of the zone.
And juices it up a little bit there. A hard fastball. Curiel not able to catch up for a foul tip.
Curiel right on that one, fouled that straight to the backstop. Middle of the Falcon order here, seeing the ball very nicely. Looking to put some more hits together.
And a ball deep into the hole for shortstop. And he is pulled off the bag. He tries to do a behind the back tag. However, Fletcher is not able to get Curiel as he beats out the infield single.
And maybe again, Curiel starting the rally here for the Falcons. Very deep in the hole at shortstop. Tough play for, who is that over there at shortstop for the Cougars? Tough play for Tanner Browning to get Curiel out at first base. Curiel's got some wheels of his own here. Victor Tiscarino up to bat for the Falcons.
He's a designated hitter this afternoon. If nothing else, that tells you the kid knows how to swing the bat.
Yeah, absolutely. Victor, great athlete at Atwater High, football star this fall, and now helping out Jared Pimentel on the baseball diamond. He can swing the stick pretty well.
Curiel takes his lead at first. And a high pop fly into foul territory. We're not sure if that one's going to stay in. And caught by the pitcher for the third out. However, the third baseman takes him out as he comes running in to try to catch it.
Little collision there. You think you'd like to see a little bit more communication on the part of the Cougars. We want to keep Alec McCauley, the pitcher, in for a few more innings than just 4.
Nonetheless, they are able to record the third out. That infield pop-up, get out of the inning, and brings us to the top of the 4th, where we're going to see the cleanup hitter be the leadoff hitter.
So the Cougars, followed by Ridge Bertuccio and Damian Jimenez coming to bat in the top of the 4th. All right, we are back here for the top of the 4th inning. Zeller again out on the mound looking to record another quick inning for the Falcons. Zeller's throwing the ball well today, Rob.
Very well. And if he keeps on pounding the zone like he is, the Falcons are looking very good to come out of this with the win.
Getting up to bat for the Falcons, Spencer Vieira.
Watches a first pitch strike. Zeller is just so effective at getting that first pitch for a strike, putting a lot of pressure on these hitters as they quickly fall behind.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Putting all the pressure on these GV hitters.
And ball away, Spencer. Now has a 1-1 count.
See, that's the beauty, though, of Tyler getting that first pitch over for a strike. That gives him some options and leaves him some chances for some breaking balls out of the zone. And looks like there was another breaking ball. Strike
And
2.
Yes, that will fall in for a strike. Spencer now in a 1-2 hole. Flew out his first time up.
Tyler here looking, maybe can waste a pitch, get Spencer to chase out of the zone.
And that's exactly what he does. However, Spencer, good plate discipline, lays off. And a hard ground ball to third base. The throw over to first is going to be in time. That's a 5-3 put out. Good play by Brandon Curriel.
Brandon
there.
Curriel sat back on that one, similar to the first play where the Golden Valley Cougars runner was able to beat his throw. Curriel gobbled that one up there and got a nice throw over to Bear Vasquez to get the runner at first.
And that's really where it's important to know your runners. When you have the leadoff man, Borba's going to have quite a bit of speed. Vieira, the cleanup hitter, you can probably count on him being a step or two
A little slower, right, absolutely.
Gives him a bit more time to fill the ball and get it over there. First pitch strike against the 5-hitter who lines it. Hits the ground first.
Curriel doing it all here for the Falcons. That was a great play. Last inning was Dalton Beatty. Brandon Curriel with the hot glove here, making two nice plays on the infield for record those first 2 outs.
He played a very difficult one there. That ball was a softly hit line drive. Hit the ground first, but Curriel, like you said, able to get it.
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit of an in-between hop there. Nevertheless, oh, go ahead. Sorry about that.
Saying Damian Jimenez is up, and he watches the first ball go high. What are you saying, Dave?
Falcons again with 2 quick outs, putting the pressure on these hitters. Easy pop fly. Bear Vasquez is going to call everybody off and make the out for the 3rd out of the inning. Cougars go in order. As the Falcons will come to bat in the top of the 4th, we will have, looks like Matt Parker, Ryan Sanchez, and then we will flip back over to the top of the lineup with Isaac Hurtado.
Falcons are all over this place.
Falcons will come to bat here in the bottom of the 4th. Matt Parker leads it off for the Falcons. Alec McCauley still on the mound for the Cougars.
First pitch breaking ball for a strike. The bottom of the Falcons lineup has been very effective today. Matt Parker had an RBI base hit single last time up, and then Sanchez in the 9-hole here also had a single that brought a man in. Parker fouled a pitch straight back for a strike. He's sitting 0-2 here. Going to have to get into a bit of more defensive stance as McCauley has his full arsenal available to him now. And a high fastball. A little too inside to even get Parker thinking about chasing as it brushed him back off the plate a little bit.
Yeah, McCauley sure not fazed by the 4-0 deficit here. He is attacking these hitters.
And a breaking ball in the dirt. And Vieira gets the ball to first in time. The throw was a little wide. but Fletcher is able to use his height, get the ball, and get back on the bag.
Nice play there. Very nice play there by Fletcher, but an even better play by the backstop, Spencer Vieira. Nice play there to dig that ball out of the dirt and get it over to first base in time to get Parker. We have Ryan Sanchez coming up to the plate here. Bottom of the fourth for the Falcons.
And shows bunt. And the umpire was thinking about calling a strike, but he called it a ball as Sanchez got the bat back in time. They call the 9-hitter the second leadoff man, so we will have 2 leadoff men here, and Sanchez and Hurtado looking to set the table for the top of the Falcon lineup.
Yeah, last inning, Ryan kept the hit parade going, and with another RBI single, give the Falcons their second run. Looking to get on here.
And a hard hit line drive into deep center field, and he's not going to get there in time. Sanchez rounding first into second and gets in there standing, although it was a little closer than that. A beautiful hit by Sanchez, and that will likely be a double as Ridge was chasing that ball down straight over his shoulder. Couldn't get there in time.
Sanchez with a great swing there. Drive deep center field, just out of the outstretched arms of Ridge Bertuccio. But you're right, he did make that play a little closer than it had to be. Bertuccio with a great arm there in center to get that ball back in.
Now, at the top of the Falcon lineup with Isaac Hurtado, who is 1 for 2 today. He started the game off with a push bunt, and now he has an RBI opportunity with Sanchez on second base. And he swings through a fastball, 1-1. McCauley has shown a lot of poise here after giving up a 4 spot. Came back out and just pounding the zone with strikes, letting his defense do the work here.
Absolutely, yeah. The defense really hasn't let him down too much. The Falcons just putting some nice swings on the balls. Hurtado with another drag bunt. That one will drift foul, though. Nice idea from Hurtado there.
Especially with the man in scoring position at this level of play, you put the ball down and make the defense play, you never know what can happen.
Absolutely. You've worked the first inning, so why not try? Worked on the first base line last inning, why not try the third base line this inning? Smart idea to force the third baseman to field that, leaving third base unoccupied and easily allowing Ryan Sanchez to move over.
Especially with the first baseman playing back. And that's going to be a high ball, 2-2 count. Evens it up for Isaac.
Isaac here showing a lot of good discipline at the plate.
Isaac will try to pull the ball as he's a left-handed hitter, so Sanchez can get over to third and possibly score. And he does just that, and even better with the line drive base hit into right field, where the right fielder misplays it. Sanchez is going to be able to take advantage of that error and easily come in to score. Isaac with a base hit for himself.
Looked like the right fielder there for the Cougars took his eye off the ball as he was approaching that ground ball to pick up where Ryan Sanchez was rounding third base and just misplayed that ball, allowing Ryan to easily score. Falcons looking to blow it open here with 1 out. Tyler Zeller coming to the plate and Hurtado at first base.
Zeller with his third at-bat today had a hard hit ground ball base hit the last time up. Pick over attempt to first base. Hurtado gets back there quick. McCauley is going to have to keep an eye on him. Hurtado has a lot of speed, not afraid to steal a bag.
Big lead for Hurtado.
And another throwback, and goes back standing up. Close play.
Hurtado making it close with that big lead here, putting the pressure, taking the attention off of Zeller. McCauley's got to pay attention to Hurtado. Another big lead at first.
And a pitch out, a back door, but that throw is going to get by Fletcher. That play backfired there. It was a pitch out, and now Isaac is going to move over to second. So they not only was out a ball there, but they gave him the bag. So
Great Sorry, go ahead, Robert.
Better count for Zeller now, as he has the advantage, and now he has a man in scoring position.
Absolutely, great idea by the Cougars. Caught Hurtado leaning, getting that secondary lead as the pitch came, and would have had him had a throw been more online.
And a flare into right field, but Borba's going to track it down as Zeller flies out to right field.
Good idea there by Tyler Zeller, going with that outside pitch, staying inside the ball and going with that outside pitch to right field. Put the ball in play and making the Cougars make some outs, and a good track down by Borba there in right field.
Now we have the third hitter up, Dalton Beatty. He has one double and a hard line out. Now Beatty with Isaac on second base, he's going to keep the middle infielders, keeping him close. There was a huge hole for Beatty on that right side.
That's right in his wheelhouse, Rob. Beatty, a great pull hitter, needs to just get the pitch that he likes, be able to put it right in there in that hole between first and second. Should easily score Hurtado, who again has good wheels being at the top of the Falcon lineup.
Especially with Grant Borba showing so much respect to Beatty, playing in deep right field.
That's the beauty of having your third hitter be a left-handed power guy. Get that runner on second base, create that hole in the infield, and not only do that, but push that right fielder back. Ball 4 for Beatty, so looked like McCauley didn't want any part of Dalton Beatty.
Pitched around him, spot open at first base. However, you got to be careful because you bring up the cleanup hitter with that move. Ricky Minna, who nearly had a home run earlier in the game with
Minna
a
sure did
deep
have
fly out.
Put a good swing on that.
McCauley comes set, the pitch, and a high breaking ball that never quite breaks. So Ricky's going to have a 1-0 count here. McCauley's got to be careful, not force himself into any fastball situations where Ricky can sit on that, because that could prove disastrous for the Cougars. McCauley steps off.
Hurtado with a huge lead at second base. He is ready to go at the crack of the bat with 2 outs.
Yes, with 2 outs, anything into the outfield is going to score him. Big breaking ball for a strike. Ricky watches that one go in. 2-1 count. He's really trying to pitch carefully here to Minna.
Minna, deep shot into center field. Looks like Bertuccio is going to be able to track that one down. But again, Ricky Minna with a great swing of the bat there, putting that ball into deep right center field. Bertuccio there to make the play as the Falcons close out their 4th inning.
Ridge saw that scattering report as he was playing deep in center field.
A little lower, a little lower.
Oh, okay.
We are here on top of the storage container in the middle of the, actually this is, middle of the 4th. The Cougars are coming to bat at in the top of the 5th. Top of the 5th.
Right.
Great game so far for the Falcons. Cougars put together a little bit, couldn't put the ball in play and take advantage. Falcons sure have taken advantage of a few errors by the Falcons so far.
Being up 5-0 is a great spot to be at this point of the game. Falcons have plenty of depth in the bullpen. If any troubles come along, which I don't see that happening for Zeller as he's throwing great, they have a lot of options. They're looking good going into the home stretch here.
Zeller back on the mound right now, pitching with a lot of confidence for the Falcons. See if we can close out these last 2 innings. Or 3 innings. 5th inning? Yeah, 3 innings.
Yes.
3 innings to go.
This will bring us to the bottom of the Cougar lineup with Ben Fletcher, Jared Cortez, and Tanner Browning facing Zeller. Looking to get something started here. Take some runs off the Falcon lead. Zeller doing all he can to stop that from happening with the Falcon defense behind him. First pitch. And a ground ball to third base, gobbled up by Curiel, throw over to first base, and out. Number 1 for Zeller.
Nice play by Curiel, picking up right where he left off last inning. 2 good defensive plays in the top of the 4th inning. Starts off the 5th inning with another great defensive put out. The Falcons sure are cruising here with Zeller on the mound.
1 pitch, 1 out. Now that's a pitcher's favorite Favorite pitch right there.
Very efficient. Doesn't hurt the pitch count. Gotta love it.
And a good fastball in there. Jared thought about swinging, held off, but it was in there for a strike. 0-1 count. Yet again for Zeller, who is just pounding the zone, forcing the Cougars to put the bat on the ball. And an outside breaking pitch for a ball.
Again, can't say it enough. Starting off 0-1 allows Tyler the flexibility to have a few waste pitches there and throw a few pitches out of the zone.
And a strike. 1-2. As you said, as long as the pitcher's in his, pitcher's count, he has so many more options than when he's throwing a lot of balls and, able to really play with the batter.
Absolutely. There he goes again out of the zone there, a little low.
And credit to both pitchers today. Only one walk today, so lots of strikes. Another strike from Zeller. That's going to be foul straight back, keeping the count at 2-2 with the 1 out.
Yeah, that's a great point for the Falcons putting on 5 runs. McCauley still is pounding the strike zone when he's out there on the mound.
And a hard line drive straight back to center field. It's going to be a base hit. Hurtado gets it quickly back in to Minna to Beatty.
Great piece of hitting there for Cortez. So the Cougars looking to start a little bit of a rally with the bottom of their lineup today. Tanner Browning up for the Cougars in the 9-hole. Looking to get on to turn the lineup around for the Cougars with their leadoff man.
And a first pitch strike.
Again, Tyler Zeller, first pitch strike. He's dealing today.
Falcons have already gotten 1 double play today, courtesy of a 6-4-3. Looking to make that number 2 here, get them quickly out of the inning. And a backdoor attempt. Going to be late, but Bear keeps it in front.
Falcons there showing a little bit of what the Cougars tried last inning with the backdoor pickoff attempt. Goes begging.
Zeller comes set, and a pickoff attempt close, but he's going to get back there in time.
That's more the conventional pickoff attempt we like to see there. Zeller has a quick move over to first base. Being a right-handed pitcher, his back to the first baseman sure does have a quick move to still get over there, get a nice throw over, and at least make it close for the umpire.
Cortez is taking an aggressive lead over there. And a ground ball deep in the 6 hole. Beatty gets it, and that ball is very, very deep in the 6 hole. No play available. That's going to be an infield single there for Tanner Browning.
Really no chance for Beatty to make that throw. Curiel had a better chance ranging to his left from the third base. Ball was just out of his reach, and at that point, Browning had some pretty good wheels on him himself and was about halfway down the line as Beatty got to that ground ball. So the top of the lineup here for the Cougars with Grant Borba. Cougars threatening once again.
And a first pitch strike. Grant Borba swings through that one. Yeah, still very good play by Beatty, keeping that ball in the infield, giving Cortez no chance of taking third, as Curiel was out of position trying to make that play. Had that ball gone to the outfield, Cortez would have had a chance at taking third.
Absolutely, and again, like you said before, another chance for a double play here. See if we can get a ground ball.
That will be tough with Borba's speed, already having 1 infield single on the day. Good hustle play where he just ran hard down the first base line.
Cougars with some aggressive leads here on the base pass.
Ball in the dirt, 2-1. One of the rare times where Zeller has gotten behind. He's switching up the ball now, getting one that he prefers.
Yeah, sometimes, in a rally like this for the Cougars, all it may take is just a new baseball, maybe a new grip for Tyler. Get behind that fastball again and put these Cougars back in the dugout.
Baseball is a superstitious sport.
Very much so. Do you change your underwear for today's game? Well, I guess we better not find out the answer to that question.
Zeller comes set, 2-1 count, 1 out. Fastball, and a little off the plate there. It's going to be ball 3. I think this may be the first time Zeller has gotten to a 3-ball count. Hasn't come close to walking anyone today. This top of the Cougar lineup is dangerous. And that's going to be ball 4.
Tyler may be focusing a little too much on the Cougar base runners. Took his focus and attention away from Borba at the plate, leading to the walk. Pimentel's going to come out for a visit and bring the rest of the infield with him. Falcons bullpen is empty for the moment, but it looks like we do have Quinn Heckman loosening up, getting ready to head down to the Atwater bullpen. But for now, this is Tyler Zeller's ball game.
With the bases loaded and only 1 out, with the most productive part of the Golden Valley lineup here, this will be their opportunity to score. It is getting late in the game, and once you get into the last 3 innings of any game, you just don't know when you'll get another opportunity like this.
Absolutely, yeah. Cougars, if they're going to cash in, definitely need to put some runs on here. Zeller definitely will need to make some good pitches. But like you said, the middle of the Cougar lineup has done the damage in the past. Kept quiet today, but.
And first pitch will be fouled out of play towards the right side. Zeller is back into his full windup, which may help him out here as he gets back into his original groove. We have the corner infielders moved in to make a play at the plate while the middle infielders are back in the double play position. A line drive into right field. That's going to fall in. Hurtado, good at picking it up, but 2 runs will score easily with runners now on the corners. A nice piece of hitting there by David Vidara, the the designated hitter. Sorry there.
Great piece of hitting there by Vidara, leaving the Cougars still threatening here with runners on the corners and 1 out. Quinn Heckman in the bullpen is going to have to ramp it up here in a hurry. Looks like Tyler may need some bullpen relief.
Up to about now is JT Edmonds. Now JT grounded into a double play as the last at bat, and he has another opportunity, well, like last time, to score a run or to put his team's rally to close quickly. So let's see what he does with this opportunity.
Alluding to that double play that ended the inning.
Right.
A few innings ago for the Cougars.
And Zeller, it was a first pitch ball to Edmonds.
And like you had mentioned, Rob, the pitching mechanics here for Zeller. Zeller being forced back into the stretch position, seeming to be a little bit less comfortable with the stretch. Much more comfortable out of the windup for the first 4 innings here. But throwing out of the stretch with runners on. There he bears in a strike.
1-1 out with 1 out here for number 4, JT Edmonds.
Edmonds looking very aggressive at the plate, wanting his pitch, something to drive and score Borba from third.
Now all Edmonds has to do to score a run here is put something in the air into the outfield, and that would allow Borba to tag up with his great speed there on third base.
Absolutely. Definitely does benefit the Cougars here to have a couple guys on the base pass with speed.
And a breaking ball for a strike. 1-2 count.
Great pitch by Zeller.
Now,
JT Edmonds seemed to be looking for a fastball there.
Now with the Bear having to hold a runner on first, there is a huge hole on the right side. If JT could go the other way here and not able to hold up on his check swing, and that will be strike 3 for the second out.
Huge strikeout there for Zeller. Huge strikeout. Now he can focus sole attention on the Cougar batter will be
Spencer Vieira, the cleanup hitter.
Spencer. Still definitely got to give all of your attention to Spencer. He is the Cougars' best hitter in the lineup.
Nonetheless, Zeller's first strikeout of the day could not have come at a better time. You do not want Spencer swinging with less than 2 outs with multiple men on base.
Absolutely. Great point there.
Because now Spencer has to focus on hitting a line drive. No opportunity for a fly ball, sac fly. He has to get on base or this Cougar rally will be ended.
Yeah, he's got to put the ball in play here.
And in the air, foul. Straight back over the screen. It's going to bring up a 1-1 count.
Foul ball back into these local neighborhoods of Atwater, the ballpark here right in downtown in a neighborhood, and a lot of houses here in the surrounding areas do see their fair share of foul balls in the front yards as the springtime and baseball season roll around.
Zeller's pitch. And not there. A backdoor attempt to first base. Always dangerous when you have a man on third base because any ball that gets away is going to lead to an easy run. But Bear does a great job of keeping the ball contained after a slightly errant throw from Matt Parker.
Great play by both involved there. Parker with a snap throw and Bear with a good dig.
And Vieira was thinking about it but didn't pull the trigger for a strike. Looked to be low on the outside corner. Great pitch by Zeller. And we have 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. And that ball is going to be low, a little off the edge. Not a bad pitch for a 2-2 count.
Very, very close pitch by Zeller. Got to question where that one was. That looked like a great pitch. Full count here.
And this ball is
Pop ball.
coming right at me, folks.
Right at us
and,
again.
I'm not going to make the play on that because it falls into the iconic ivy here at Falcon Field. Memorial Field, I guess I should be calling it, right?
Atwater Memorial Ballpark, I believe, is the official title, home of the Falcons.
Yeah. Call it Falcon Field and Memorial Ballpark. I don't know how many names.
We are sure in quite a vulnerable position. We had a
completely exposed. Hope there's no lightning today.
foul ball. We had a foul ball come a little closer than that one against Merced, and glad that those two avoided us.
And with the ball 4 is going to be low. There was a spot open though, but the bases will now be loaded for the 5th hitter, Ridge Pertuccio.
Tough for Zeller to lose that hitter. He had him there going well in the beginning of the at-bat, but kind of slipped away from him as he was playing with some pitches out of the zone. But the Cougars still not done threatening. Could still add some more runs to the board here.
Well, the first pitch, and that's a strike. You know, anytime you're facing a team's best hitter and you can get away from that at-bat without giving up any big hits, any run scoring, that's a small victory there. Zeller wanted the out there on that full count pitch, but he also avoided any damaging consequences by leaving a fastball over the plate. We have a chopping ground ball right to Minna, who's there to make the play, and he gets the final out of the inning. And Ridge Pertuccio leaves 3 men on base, the potential tying 1 on first base. So the Falcons maintain a 3-run lead after a 2-run outburst by the Golden Valley Cougars.
Great for Tyler Zeller to come back there, keep his composure. Had walked a couple of batters in the inning, and the Cougars had loaded the bases, definitely threatening, but nice to see Tyler Zeller make a good pitch, easy ground ball to Ricky on the right side for an easy 3rd out of the inning.
She stood there bright as the sun on that California coast. He was a Midwestern boy on his soft guy, so innocent and blue. He knew right then he was too far from home. He was too far from home.
We are back here for the bottom of the 5th inning. The Falcons will have Vasquez, Curiel, and Victor Tiscarino coming to the plate, looking to add a few insurance runs as the Cougars scored 2 in that inning. Vasquez attacking that first pitch. Vasquez going right after it.
Yeah, McCauley throwing a hard first pitch fastball in there, and as you said, no hesitation from the Falcons there to swing away. Good aggressive swings there.
Vasquez one for 2 on the day.
Actually, that first one was an error. It was a
Oh,
chopper.
he still reached there. You're correct.
Right. Yeah, he started the first Falcon rally, scoring the first run of conference play for the Falcons, and reached it with a ball that McCauley wasn't able to field, and a line drive into left field. That ball was hit deep and just foul. That would have been an easy. Double.
Easy double. Bear Vasquez going with that outside pitch. Great idea. Great piece of hitting. Maybe 2 feet foul on that line drive. That would have rolled right up into the ivy. Easy double for Bear. But alas, just a long strike.
0-2 count. A hard hit ground ball to the right side. However, the second baseman, Jared Cortez, is going to get there in time with the throw over to Ben Fletcher for out number 1. And for the first time of the day, we're seeing some activity in the Cougar bullpen, as McCauley has had some long innings out there, so his pitch count must be getting up there. Ball 1 inside. Looks like that one came very close to hitting Brandon Curiel. Another ball, 2-0. It's Curiel here in a very good hitter's count. Able now to look for just the right pitch to drive the offering. And he found it with a deep line drive into right center. But Ridge Bertuccio, showing off his range in center field, is able to track the ball down in right center in front of the 340 sign.
Great piece of hitting there from Brandon Curiel, just finding the Cougar defense, but sure putting a nice swing on that ball. That Cougar pitcher you alluded to in the bullpen is number 12, Chris Miranda, warming up for the Cougars. Looks to maybe Alec McCauley's final inning here.
And a foul ball. And a late strike there for an 0-2 count with 2 outs.
That ball much too high for umpire to call a strike there. I don't agree with that at all. Taking the bat right out of Victor's hands here.
High fastball. Victor able to lay off 1 and 2 here. 2 outs, no men on for the Falcons.
Victor looking to extend the inning here. Got to get on any way he can.
And a hard hit line drive, but right at the third baseman. And that's going to be it for the Falcons here in the bottom of the 5th. Going into the top of the 6th, we're going to have the middle half of the Cougar lineup into the bottom half with Damian Jimenez leading off, then Ben Fletcher and Jared Cortez.
Just take those old records on the shelf. I sit and listen to them by myself. Today's music ain't got the same soul. I like that old time of rock and roll. Don't try to take me to a disco.
Welcome back to Fireman's Memorial Ballpark, home of the Falcons. I've been corrected on the proper name of the field, I suppose you'd call it. So as we enter into the last 2 innings, the top of the 6th there, the home team, the Falcons, have a 5-2 advantage against the Golden Valley Cougars, who bring up to the plate now Damian Jimenez.
Tyler Zeller back out on the mound for the Falcons. Quinn Heckman in the bullpen has sat back down, so Zeller, excuse me, Tyler Zeller, this is going to be his game for at least the foreseeable future here. Starts off again, first pitch swinging strike.
Showing why he's still out there. And second pitch is a foul ball, goes out of the play to the right side, almost into the Cougar dugout. So a quick 0-2 here. Zeller does already have 1 complete game on the season, so he does have the endurance to go all the way. The offering, a little high there. Close, but a little high. Not a bad pitch for a 1-2 count. Comes set in the windup again. And blows it by Damian Jimenez for a strike 3. That is Zeller's second strikeout of the day. And 1 out for the Falcons here. They need 5 more outs here to record the victory, which obviously only leaves the Cougars with 5 more outs to manufacture at least 3 runs to tie the game.
Looking like the Zeller of old there with the great fastball, the sit-down Jimenez, I'm sorry. Excuse me.
First pitch strike yet again. Fouled, out of play. Straight to the Cougar bus, which is sitting outside of Fireman's Memorial Ballpark, home of the Falcons. The offering. And breaking pitch. Laid off there by Ben Fletcher.
Great pitch by Zeller. Don't know where that one missed. Great breaking balls. Got these hitters. Zeller still has these Cougar hitters off balance.
Ben looking for his first hit of the day after a couple groundouts. And a strike. As Ben swings through it. 1-2 count here. Zeller again in the driver's seat. He's been so effective today, getting ahead of hitters and putting all the pressure on them. And a great diving play by Brandon Curriel. However, in the midst of the dive, as knocking down the ball, it pops out, gets away from him, and Ben Fletcher is going to get an infield single out of that one.
Great work all the way around there. Great piece of hitting by Fletcher to extend his hands and get the bat on the ball, put it in play. Another great play by Brandon Curriel over here at third base. He is a machine for the Falcons at third. Couldn't make the play, but did keep it on the infield to prevent Fletcher from advancing to second.
Tough break for Zeller as he effectively kept Ben off balance, and he was out front with that, but that's why you got to find the hole, and that's exactly where Ben put it. So effective piece of hitting there. And another first pitch strike for Zeller, a foul tip. 1 strike, 1 out. And another foul tip. Almost hit the lamp, or lights. The lamp of the light.
Yeah, these lights here at Memorial Ballpark do have seen better days. Seems to be a few of them may need to be replaced, so Cortez looking to help out there.
Another foul tip. Cortez right on it, just not able to put the ball in play. Zeller gets the sign via Coach Pimentel to Matt Parker behind the dish, the offering, and beautiful pitch there by Zeller.
Is that a strike call?
Left me speechless. To be honest, folks, I wasn't sure what the umpire was. For some reason, I thought I thought he was pointing to first base, but there being only 2 strikes and not nearly 4 balls, I had to have been a strikeout, and that's
umpire. He was doing a
was.
little limbo back there. Some sort of a dance.
So,
definitely an interesting strike 3 call there.
And a pitch right over the plate. Hard to see from this angle. Must have been off.
Yeah, not sure. I mean, Parker's glove is not moving that much behind the dish. Maybe we should set up an appointment for this umpire to see Dr. Robert Webb, optometrist, local optometrist, Atwater, in the town of Atwater.
Get you the Falcon discount. Buy a Falcon card. And
Absolutely.
although I'm
Robert
not sure
Webb.
if he's on the card, but
Dr. Webb is a proud sponsor of all Atwater athletics, and he would be more than happy to take a look at the eyesight of our umpires here today.
and a ground ball up the middle. Mena will gobble it up and step on the bag for an easy put out. The third out of the inning. Going into the bottom of the sixth, the Falcons have a 5-2 lead. They have a chance here to add on to their lead going in to the Cougars' last opportunity to score. And we're going to go to a quick break. Bottom of the Welcome back to Fireman's Memorial Ballpark, home of the Falcons, here underneath the beautiful ivy-laden fences and the iconic Atwater Water Tower. The
Water Tower
Falcons-
sure is looking good today. Parker at the plate. Takes ball one.
McCauley is out there in his sixth inning for the Cougars. Falcons have a 3-run lead, looking to tack on some insurance runs as the Cougars head into their final at-bat. Another pitch, low.
Parker showing some patience here at the dish. Again, he was the first Falcon hitter to get the rally going and actually came around to score the first run of CCC League play for the Falcons. So Parker having a nice game today.
Looking to set the table as the Falcons will get the top of the lineup. Fly ball, high fly ball into shallow center field, and Pertuccio will race in and get there in time for the putout. This brings up Ryan Sanchez, who's had a fantastic day at the plate. 1 base hit, a double, an RBI, and a run. Being very effective in that 9-hole position, setting up the top of the order every time they've come around. He's been a part of both of Atwater's rallies today.
Absolutely, Ryan sure helping to turn that lineup around. See if he can do it again.
Seeing a first pitch, breaking pitch, probably a sign that he's been hitting the ball so well. Usually number 9 hitters won't see breaking pitches that early in a count. That's going to be a strike. 1-1. McCauley takes a sign, winds up the offering, and bounced off the ground around home plate. And that throw goes wide into the Cougar dugout. Sanchez is going to advance to second on the play.
Very errant throw there by the third baseman. Sent all those players in the Cougar bullpen, Cougar dugout, ducking for cover. Looks like we're going to have a pinch runner for Ryan Sanchez, number 21. That is Nate Acosta.
He's a senior outfielder.
Coming in to pinch run. Nate does have some wheels. Needs another look at the signs.
Sanchez was racing down the line there. The ball was a chopper, so it put a lot of pressure there for a quick play. I'd be interested to see how they score that one. It's either going to be an error or it's going to be a single with a throwing error that allows him to advance to second.
Yeah, good point there.
And
Fun
popped
attempt.
up, and that's going to be caught by the catcher. However, it was.
The official scorer has scored that last play, a base hit, a single by Sanchez, and an error on the throw.
So Sanchez is going to have a 3-hit day in his third conference game. Now, Acosta was heads up on the bases and got back to second base. With Vieira's strong arm, had he gotten too far off, that could have easily turned into a double play there.
Hard to see from up here, Rob, but we actually did have a pinch hitter on that last at-bat, the foul bunt attempt. That was Gilbert Rodriguez with the failed bunt attempt. So the Falcons here with Zeller at the plate in the 2-hole with 2 outs, and Nate Acosta still out at second base, but there are 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Zeller at the plate.
2 outs, man in scoring position. A base hit here would score a run. A base hit to the outfield, I should say. And that's going to be a strike. 1-1 count. Some of the Falcons' best hitters coming up here. The offering. A big loopy breaking ball is going to fall in for a strike as Zeller falls behind 1-2.
That one looked good for Zeller. He sure wanted that one.
And I think we can explain that pitch hit for Isaac Hurtado as he is warming up in the bullpen. A possible close situation here as the Falcons are up by 3 runs. And that's going to be swung through for strike 3 in the dirt. Racing to first base. And Vieira makes the throw close. But Zeller is not able to beat it out. And we're going to come to the top of the 7th inning with
looks like we are going to have Isaac Hurtado walking in from the bullpen. He is going to come onto the mound for the Falcons and try to close this game out. We are back, and I stand corrected. There is a reason that I am not coaching this baseball team. Tyler Zeller is back out on the mound. I spoke a little too soon. Looked like Isaac Hurtado came sprinting out of the bullpen, but he was staying a little loose there. Zeller is back out on the mound, already with 2 complete games on the season, so looking to get his 3rd complete game victory on the early season for the Falcons.
And first pitch strike. We have Grant Borba up, so we have the top of the Cougar lineup. That's probably going to give them their best chance if they were going to make a comeback here. That's going to be a low ball. Grant Borba has reached all 3 times with 2 singles and a base on balls.
Great point there, Rob. The top of this Cougar lineup sure has done all the damage.
And that's going to be a strike. 1-2 count here. Well, let us get our fans know that Coach Pimco does have a hard-throwing lefty ready to come in at the first sign of trouble. A chopping ground ball to Beatty, who plays it very well. Hard throw to first. Beautiful throw. The throw around to celebrate the putout, so to speak, goes into left field. But great play on the live ball, and it records the first out here in the 7th for the Falcons.
Sure can't say enough about the left side of the Falcon infield. Brandon Curriel at third base and Dalton Beatty at shortstop. They sure have been taking every ground ball, keeping it in front at the very least. Most of them able to record the putout. Took a little flare into right field.
And right under it.
That's Zach Harbrick out there in right field. Corrals that fly ball.
So only 1 more out, and the Falcons will have their first conference victory.
Be nice to put the week against Merced behind him and start fresh here with a good victory against the Cougars, but still do need to record that final out. Probably the Cougars' most dangerous hitter here, JT Edmonds, coming to the plate.
Now, JT is 0 for 3 on the day. He did reach once, but that was on the fielder's choice. So he does not get any credit towards his average for that one. It's going to be a ball one, low. Zeller in the windup. Gets the sign, the delivery, and that's going to be a strike, so 1-1 here.
Great pitch by Zeller to even the count there. Not showing any fear for Edmonds, attacking him right in the middle of the heart of the zone here.
And a chopper. Third baseman playing back a little too far back, as that chopper really acted more like a hard push bunt than anything else. And with 2 outs, the corners were playing back, so Curiel wasn't able to get there in time. This brings up Spencer Vieira, the true power of the Cougars lineup here. However, a 2-run home run here couldn't even bring the Cougars back to a tie, so the Falcons are in the driver's seat, only needing 1 out here. Pickoff attempt.
Ever seen a pickoff attempt to end a ball game? It'd be a nice way to, very interesting way to end this ball game. That was close play there by Zeller.
Zeller really needs to focus in on the biggest power threat of the Cougar lineup. That runner at first really represents nothing here. If he can get this out at the plate, it doesn't matter if the guy at first steals home. The game would be over. And a flare into right field and caught.
Zach Harbrick with a great running catch, and that'll do it for the Falcons. They secure the 5-2 victory here to get their first league win. That's got to feel nice for the Falcons. Sure can't say enough about Tyler Zeller and the job that he did on the mound, constantly, consistently getting ahead of the Golden Valley hitters. How many times did he start out 0-1, 0-2, and gave him the flexibility to use a couple waste pitches and keep these Cougar hitters off balance all day long.
He was able to dictate the battle at every turn. The Cougar hitters were never able to get into their zone. Zeller forced them to play by his rules, and when they did put the ball in play, the Falcon defense was there. They turned a huge double play. They had several other good stops on tough plays. I mean, the defense was definitely there, and the Cougars didn't catch any breaks. They got no extra outs. Zeller only had 1 base on ball, so they had no free base runners. They had to earn it the hard way, and Zeller was so good today. That was impossible. So the Falcons, with their first conference victory here, regaining some momentum after a hot 6-1 start where they won the Johansson tournament. So getting back to their form they established earlier in the season.
Absolutely. Couldn't have said it better myself. Buck, as the teams head to their respective sides for a post-game chat, we would like to say thank you for tuning in. This was our first live stream edition with Play On Sports. We are very excited about this opportunity to be able to broadcast games for fans of Atwater Athletics that wouldn't be able to make it out to the ball game tonight. Once again, we'd like to throw a special thank you to Principal Alan Peterson, Athletic Director Roddy Svensson, who is also our camera operator, so we can blame any camera miscues on him. These two really spearheaded this project to get us broadcasting games, and I think we're going to have a lot of fun broadcasting baseball games. Look to do maybe some soccer games and a few other sports in the springtime. A few softball games. Softball team is again off to a 3-0 start, so they are hot. We're going to have to get out there to the softball field to watch them. And soccer as well is off to a great start. And swimming, track team is always competitive, so we will try to preview a few more sports here for you in the springtime and be ready to go for the fall as football, volleyball, and water polo season roll around for Atwater. Well, Buck, great to have you. Looking forward to many more games here through Play On Sports. I'm getting a word that we need to keep going here, so talk about some keys. If you had to pick one player, maybe pick one player. Do a little Kruk and Kipe here, KNBR.
Right. Well,
who would you pick here?
My defensive star, and it starts and ends with the pitcher. So obviously Zeller, we've already talked about how great he's been, but on the offensive side, you really got to hand it to Sanchez there. The bottom of the lineup, he has such an important job there of also setting the table for the top of the lineup, which he was able to do 3 for 3, and then also able to cash in on any opportunities when the bottom of the lineup got on. So, yeah, with the bottom of the lineup so hot like it is, it was hard for the Falcons not to score some runs. I mean, the last 4 hitters had base on balls, several hits other than Sanchez. I mean, they're on fire down there, and they took some pressure off the top of the lineup, and it really helped the team, I think, slip out of their 2-game funk.
So you went with 2 players there.
Right.
Bended the rules a little bit.
Defensive and offensive.
Defensive
right?
and offensive. I think I'll have to go with Dalton Beatty as my player of the game. Sure did have a couple great at-bats, but really helped out Zeller on the mound with some great defensive plays. I don't think he recorded an error today. Every ground ball that was hit to him in the hole, ranging to his left and right, made great plays on all those balls and was able to really do some of the fundamentals. In the past, Falcon infielders have struggled with the fundamentals of fielding a ground ball and getting that sure out at first base, and Dalton did just that today. Great game by Dalton.
He did do everything well. He got a hit. His only out was a hard hit ball. Easily could have fallen for a hit. That's just the way baseball works sometimes. And then he worked a base on balls, which, as you sabermetrics people know nowadays, a base on balls is just as important because that on-base percentage is critical to a team's performance. So
very nice piece of statistics there, Buck. I like it. I think we'll keep you around.
I'm sure the advanced metrics would show that his defensive play there probably saved the Falcons a run or two. So,
absolutely. We're going to throw it over to our camera operator.